Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jake Flow Triple Four. Okay, so I've been pondering and contemplating whether or not to buy a concrete tool. I'm in the construction business, and for the past few years, I've been contemplating on buying this particular Milwaukee Fuel 9-inch cutoff machine, and so I'm actually working a couple of different jobs now, and at this point in time, I think it's best that I went ahead and invested in it, and so I did. And of course, I did get a little bit of pointers from VCG Construction. Thank you guys for pointing out some things that I needed to see before I made this video. Again, I'm not very knowledgeable on these products like some of my friends on YouTube. But I do want to give a shout out to Vince from VCG Construction. Thank you for your wonderful videos that you make. And I just wish I had the time like you do, or actually I know you work. So anyways, so this is a M18 Fuel 9-inch cutoff machine. And this is the one key. So the one indicator is right here. And basically you can go online on the Google Store app, download the Milwaukee one key, and basically you can keep track of your tools. I believe they do have GPS, so that if somebody walks off with your tool, you're able to track it. This came with a couple of accessories. It came with this quick connect hose, and basically if you look right here, that connects to a water hose, and this connects to this right here. You just push back on this, push it in, and then you can connect this to the old tank that Milwaukee came out a few years ago. This is the one for water, so you basically fill it up, put it in its case, and it has a battery, and it'll automatically pump water out into this machine so that you can keep your blade cool at all times. One of the things that I was going online to check for was where in the world were the tools to take this thing out. Usually they come in a package, but Milwaukee has now incorporated the tools into their machines. And as you can see, here is your Allen wrench. So that just slides up in there. I don't know how good that's going to be, because I mean it's pretty loose, and I just slid it out. And the other tool you need is this wrench. And this is what allows you to loosen this blade. So you're going to go counterclockwise. But when I first put my wrench on here, I noticed that there was too much play, and I did not know how to loosen it until I read the directions. So really important, read the directions. Okay, there's this little hole here. It's the very last one before you get to the end of your blade here. You just slide this into the hole like this, and once you play in the hole like that for a little bit, actually you may have to turn this this blade. It's going to have a little slot in there, and you'll be able to feel it after you push it down various times. There it is right there. So that actually slid all the way, and you know that it's it because it's straight, it's not crooked. And you hold this, and then you go counterclockwise to loosen the nut. Then you have these two washers. Very important. Let me go ahead and loosen this up real quick. So when you take this off, the blade doesn't come on there, by the way. These washers, you have two of them. You have this right here, and it's really important. If you look at it, this has a little indentation. That's the one you want it to face towards the blade itself. And then you see this is kind of like a circular here, and it's actually square, but it's got two circular forms on each side, and you just slide it in just like a puzzle. But you make sure this indentation is facing towards you. I'll tell you why in a minute. So whenever you slide that all the way back, then you're going to get your actual blade. Now, the teeth on this is not set any particular way. Now, if you notice here, there is a arrow here, and normally you want to match these arrows. So as you can see, this arrow is going upward and this is going downward. But the way you can tell which way your blade should go is when you press the button on this machine. If that blade starts going this way, then you'll want to do your blade with the teeth going that particular motion. Usually they'll run this way. So anyways, I might be corrected, so if I am wrong, just reply on the comments and let me know, hey, you're wrong, and I'll go back and edit the video. But anyways, this is a diamond blade, and all the videos I did see, there was about 4 of them. This shows there's a bushing. This bushing is already in here like that. So you just pop out the bushing, and as you can see, you got a little diamond shape there. You're going to put this into like that, and then you're going to get your other washer, which is this one. Now remember, you have an indentation. That indentation goes towards the blade. You're going to put this in here like this, because if you do it the other way, it's got a real slight circular on the top, and if you do it this way, then it's not going to squeeze and pancake your blade, and you're going to have problems. So then you're just going to put this back on here like this. Now you see how that's in there. Now you got one washer on the opposite side of the blade and one on this side. They sandwich together, and then you're going to put your nut back on there, and you're going to screw it in clockwise. Okay, so once you get like that, you're going to want to hold this Allen wrench in the hole and tighten this with this. So let me do that real quick. And there you go. So that's nice and tight and ready to rock and roll. Now, don't forget, because these things get lost every freaking time, you're going to want to put this back so that you don't lose it. I done forgot where it goes. Alright, so here is that little indentation on the tool itself. Now, a lot of you contractors will know as well as I do that when they give you these things, like for the grinders, the old school grinders, we lose them every single time. So if they can incorporate those keys to the grinder so that you don't freaking lose them, it's great. So as you see here, you got your hex shape there, and you got this one here. You're just going to put it in the hole like this, push it all the way in. Now, because this is a concrete cutter or a metal cutter, I don't think this is going to last staying in that hole, because it just slides in. And I mean, if this thing starts vibrating and you're going up and down with it, doing your cuts, we'll see. If it does happen, we'll let you guys know. And then, of course, your socket wrench, or your wrench, the tall part goes into the hole like this, slides in there, and that's really loose as well. But anyways, this is your quick connect. This is where your water is going to be going in. This is your shut off. So we all know that if it is like this, it's off, and this is the on position. So you're going to get this little quick connect. Now, if you lose this, you're out of there. I'm telling you right now. So you're just going to push this back with your fingers, slide it in the hole, and boom, you're good to go. And then a few years ago, Milwaukee came out. Well, let me go grab the little tank real quick. Okay, so here is your Milwaukee power-based for your tank. Its category number is 2820-20. And this right here, well, actually, here's your dial. This allows you to add pressure or decrease the pressure to your water, or whether you're doing weed killer. This either goes faster and you spray out faster, or you slow it down to reduce the speed of the water coming out. Right here is where your battery goes, and so it's pretty self-explanatory. And you put this, lock it, make it watertight. And then this here, it's blue. What is the color of blue for? Elements. Normally it indicates for water. So when I bought this tank about 3-4 years ago, I bought it knowing that one day I was going to need this tank to provide water to either a sawzall or just to spray for, I don't know, I just bought it. And so the way this works is you see the little hooks that's right there, and then you got these little thingy-majiggers right here, the little holes in the actual power base. You just put it in here like this, and you slide it down, and it clicks. Then you're going to go here. You're going to lock it into place. There's one on each side, and one back here. This is actually a backpack. You can put it on you. You could do spray your weeds and kill your weeds. So anyways, once you get there, you turn this on. And there's a light that comes on that tells you it's on. And then you're going to come over here. You're going to take this off here. So let me... and it's also a quick connect. So you just pull it out like this. And you put it on. Actually, let me show you. I can't show you. Actually. So you push back on this, and then you slide that in the hole until it clicks. Oh look, I'm done. So you really do not need to, it came with the machine, but this one already has a quick connect. So basically all you're going to do is take the brand new one off, because I don't need it, because I got one built into this one. And then you just slide it in there like this. Slide it in there, push back on this here and push in. And then you turn that on, and while you're cutting, this here will provide water to this here, and that what keeps your blade from getting hot. Therefore the longevity of your blade will last longer. But anyways, I do again, I do want to give a shout out to Vince from VCG Construction. You know, that man is very thorough, and he breaks it all down like James Brown. And so I just wanted to share that, because I didn't know where the tools were that allow me to take out this nut here, and it was just weird. And when I read the directions, which I strongly encourage you to do so, it'll show you that your Allen wrench is in here, and the other wrench socket key you need is right here. And you do everything I already demonstrated to put in your blade, and you're good to go. So, if you didn't like this video, by all means, go in the comments, say, hey, bro, you're wrong. You just don't know what you're talking about. That's okay. I could take criticism. Constructive criticism is always good, okay? Okay? But, you know, in the contracting business that I'm in, you know, if we had the money, we would all just love to go buy the newest technology. I do get in trouble by my wife, because I have a lot of tools, and like I've told her in the past, if you have the right tool for the right job, it makes your job so much easier. And so I just want to encourage you guys that are out there that are starting a new business, and you don't have the money. You know, you have these Ryobi tools that are for DIYers. You know, they're not very expensive. You know, God works in mysterious ways. I'm a true believer that the more hard work you put into your jobs, and you do it with integrity, God will bless you back and you'll be able to buy tools that are specifically for professional grades or professional contractors that do concrete work all the time. Now, I'm not a big contractor on the concrete business. That's why it took me almost 8 years to finally buy one of these concrete cutters, or like Milwaukee says, a 9-inch cut-off machine, because they weren't cheap. It was about $1,200. But when you go and you do 4 or 5 jobs for concrete, normally you're going to spend $4,000 or $5,000, or bid a job for $4,000 or $5,000. So this will pay it for itself. This particular model of Milwaukee Fuel is category number 2786-20. And the way you put your batteries in this is you press this little button here. See if I can press it and pull at the same time. I doubt it. Anyways, you press the button. This opens up. This area here protects your batteries from getting wet. As you see, it's got a little seal there that keeps all your water out of this particular area. And so that's it, guys. Once you put your battery, pop that back closed. Your button for here is right here, and it's got this little lock mechanism. You have to pull it upwards in order to turn it on. So it's kind of a safety issue. That way, if you pick it up, you don't accidentally cut your freaking finger or your foot. And so that's pretty much it. So read this video again. I want to apologize that I haven't done a video in quite some time. As many of you guys know, I did have a massive heart attack 2 years and 2 months ago. I had a quadruple bypass surgery. I almost died, and God has opened up my eyes and made me realize, I've been given another chance. And this time, I'm trying to do things a little bit different, especially financially. I don't want to pass and leave my wife with the burden of having to pay my bills, anything that I have out there, like bill-wise. I don't want to give her the burden of having to pay all my stuff. And so it's like God has given me another chance at life to be able to maintain and to balance out my life in a way that it's going to be financially stable. And I'm blessed all the way. So if you guys don't like this video, like I said, by all means, make a comment on the comment section and tell me, hey, Jay, you suck. Or, hey, Jay, you're funny. Okay. And I like your videos, and I'm hoping to continue my content and to just build my network a little bit better in the YouTube / TikTok area. I do have an Instagram, and that's pretty much the only thing I have. I have an X app as well. I don't really use that at all. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. God bless you. Peace out. Jesus loves you.